Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to July's exceptional story, My Kingdom for a Pig. We are going to be going through this as always. This one intrigues me because the only thing I know this from is My Kingdom for a Horse, which is Richard III by Shakespeare, I believe. It's a Shakespearean play, but as always, I'm going to start this spiel off with, if you want to play this for yourself, please go and become an exceptional friend on All in London, which will give you access to this every month, new story every month, and it gives you double actions, extra cards, all that good stuff. If you play Fall in London, then you know all about this anyway. But if you want to experience this story with me for the first time, then hold on, we will get to it now. I guess we're going to start off with an exceptional story, My Kingdom for a Pig. The poet in The Singing Mandrake is ripping pages from her notebook. Crumpled paper balls cover the floor underneath her table. I keep coming up with the most awful rhymes. You know what may help me? Some wine, she says, batting her lashes encouragingly. Well, you've got to buy the girl a drink. It's a penny. That's a cheap drink. Apparently it's not enough. Long after the first glass is gone, and the second, and the third, she is still snapping pencils and shredding her work. You collect a scrap. How can a pig be so handsome? How can sleeves be so blue? Stay right here with me, and I'll stay here with you. Bring me the laudanum. Quietly, quickly, for my head aches, she murmurs to herself. Now, another well-meaning bystander has stepped in with FF Gurabruns. At this rate, she'll be guzzling tincture of vigour by the morning. And we can visit the Season of Bargains to unlock the exceptional story. This seems like it's going to be a very interesting one. Season of Bargains, let's unlock the exceptional story. Begins with an unexpected outburst. Here it is. You are sipping mushroom wine at a salon. Your hostess, bless her generous cellar, is stroking a cat on her lap. That's precisely what I would say, she remarks to an inebriated guest who has just graced the company with an equally inebriated opinion, when a rhyme rushes to your lips as a response. Oh wow. Death needn't come, keep it at bay, the words push against your teeth as though they were alive. We will not see another day. A response surges onto your tongue, disconnected from any context. It isn't really much to pay. An exterior force seems to be planting random rhymes inside your head. And now the horses join the fray. No matter what you might actually think, you feel compelled to speak the verse. So, the start of the rhyme is, that's precisely what I would say. And each one of these is a following rhyme. Which one catches my fancy? I'm not too sure. Well, the first two are a little... Well, that one's quite good because you're keeping death at bay. We will not see another day is a little bit pessimistic. It isn't really much to pay. I'm going to go with now the Now the horses join the fray. I don't know why. Oh, scandal. Oh no. And now the horses join the fray as storm clouds roll across the sky and soldiers charge, soldiers and pray. They will not be the first to die. Before you finished, 2 gentlemen have fainted. One nun has coughed false teeth into her cognac, and you've been escorted outside. You hear the door slam. Latches lock. Bad luck, says the cat your hostess was stroking. A one-eyed mog that slipped outside with you. Looks like you're infected with the pox. Poetic pox. Opportunity for a rhyme? Gotta take it. Hope your livelihood don't depend on talking. Oh no. My opportunity deck has been infected too. Search for the new red bordered cards. Oh, is this where... Okay, this is going to be a little bit more interesting than normal. I guess I'm going through my opportunity deck, which is not something that you would often do here, but there's one of them. Ooh, a gift. Hang on. Let's give the gift of the unexpected to my lovely subscriber Munov. Here, this one was on camera. Happy face. But you find out she's not here. There we go. What a shame if they refused. But either way, let's carry on. Oh no. You're attending a play. The first act has barely begun, and you're already biting your tongue. Wouldn't thou betray me, the Duke of Gloucester snarls, stalking the stage? Alas, for pomp and vanity. You suddenly bellow across the theatre. Draw the curtains by royal decree! A critic beside you agrees. The curtains should be drawn, but the actors and the audience are less than charmed. Your affliction advances, although you may attempt to uncover a cure anywhere in London. Okay, well, I'm guessing that gives us the choice of, can we get more red cards? Oh, I don't know. I think we should just attempt to uncover the cure. Yeah, let's do that. As the days pass, your symptoms worsen. You find yourself speaking in rhyme half the time, and even when it's not strict rhyme, your thoughts possess a subtle rhyme that you would find it difficult to shake. Perhaps you can discover a treatment. So we have three options. We can inquire amongst bohemians. It follows that poets might know how to treat the poetic pox. We can purchase medicine from an apothecary. There must be something amongst all these bottles on the shelf. Or we can speak with a professional. Nobody is more professional than a professional fortune teller. You can acquire tickets at Miss Plenty's Carnival. Well. Let's go speak to the fortune teller. Madame Shoshana peers into her crystal ball. Have you ever heard the story about the giant boar and the shaman? When the giant boar wanted to eat the shaman walked right up to it, climbed right into its jaws. Sometimes you can't run away from a problem. It has to swallow you first. Then you'll meet a tall dark man. Wait, I think that's part of the vision is for my 4 o'clock appointment. Haha. Okay. Well, let's inquire amongst the bohemians. You want to soak things very thoroughly. Take mercury with your tea twice a day. Avoid the parlour of virtue. Wait, what was that? Oh, that pox. Oh, I haven't the foggiest clue. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, let's purchase some medicine from the apothecary. How expensive could this be? Woo. Your desperate pleas from forth in limerick form inspire the woman behind the counter to offer a discount. She'd rather not hear more about Nantucket. But although you walk away with a bottle, it isn't the bottle that will address your symptoms. Okay, well, judging by the fortune teller's response, it seems that the only way we're going to advance this is if we make it worse. So, I don't know how I'm going to go about recording this. I guess I will just go through some of these. Ah, damn it, failed. And hope that we get some more of the red tickets. We'll do what the rats has promised. To anyone who doesn't know what this is, opportunity cards are something that recharge every, is it 10 minutes? I could be completely wrong here. And I would read all of these out, but they're all kind of mini stories in their own, and I've read them all about 1,000,000 times in my own head. But there we go, next in 5 minutes, so I think it's 10 minutes. Hopefully, we'll click this and we'll get another one. Nope. Okay, they're at the races. It's a disgraceful spectacle. In favour with the church. Oh no, we lost favour with the bohemians. An invitation to the high table. Falling secrets. An evening zany. I'm going to use my bloody actions up before I've recorded this, I think. I'm not going to join the pirates. What kind of person do you think I am? Okay, well, here's an issue. I guess I'm going to have to pause my recording here and pick this up later when I can actually get it. So that's new, different. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nothing I can do here. Wait, hang on, freelance smuggling. I don't remember doing that. Let's leave that card there for when I'm playing on my own. Yeah, we definitely can't do anything else here, so I guess I'll bring you back when my cards have recharged. So, for you it'll be in a minute, for me it'll be about an hour, so see ya. So, I've waited for a bit, and I also realised that I hadn't zoomed in the screen, so I do apologise to all the people who are struggling to read the things around the screen. I I obviously don't normally play the game in this sort of mode, so yeah, but either way. We have a few of these new cards. Hopefully, I don't know how many of these we need, but we have 3. So, we're going to have a look at the incriminating information. One morning, as you're strolling down the street, a constable waylays you. There has been a burglary. He is asking citizens to report if they know where the thieves went to hide. Ignore them. Fasten my helmet, ready my horse to ride, is what you report. The constable determines that you need more scrutiny. Oh, balls. My suspicion was already relatively high. Okay. I don't think there's nothing new yet. I mean, it worries me that says 11 to 19, so we may have to get over 19 in order for this to work. This is the Antimassar again. You're attending a play, but the first act has barely begun. You've already begun biting your tongue. Wouldst thou betray me, the Duke of Gloucester snarls, stalking the stage? Alas, for pomp and vanity, you suddenly bellow across the theatre. Draw the curtains by royal decree. A critic besides you agrees the curtains should be drawn, but the actors and the audience are less than charmed. And then we have Rhymes with Thee. Oh, hello, hang on. We have got a stranger in the fog. His face and hands are bandaged. He is waiting beneath a lamppost. Waiting for you, he explains. I've heard you're infected. I know your ailment. I am a doctor, you see. A doctor! I have the answers you seek and the cure. Or the cure we might find together. Join me. Well, isn't this a bizarre little problem? He says he's a doctor. You'll continue to suffer indignity. Thank you with your malignity. I do apologise if I stumble over words. Let's accept the offer. Exceptional, he says, shaking your hand. Don't tell a soul. They don't care for my work in certain spheres. Perhaps you've heard about the famous Dr. F. That's me. Here, in the flesh. What flesh I have left, anyway. Where is my card? He produces his card. My address, at the university. They tried to kick me out. In fact, they did. I tunneled in again. Come meet me there. Meet the others. Midnight. You're not alone. Ooh, a midnight appointment. You check Dr. F's card again. F's card again. This address is correct, despite the fact that it's a sewer entrance. There's no mistaking the sigil carved into the wall. Something between a boar and a bratwurst. You make your way through the tunnels that wind underneath the university. Eventually, you meet a familiar one-eyed mog eating a rat. I'd offer a bite, it says, licking one paw. But we don't got the time. Everyone's already here. Follow me. I wonder why we are being followed by a cat. I have read somewhere that this exceptional story heavily borrows on elements from the lore of Fallen London, so I do apologise if I don't recognise these things. I will try, but who knows. So, we'll follow the one-eyed mog. Not exactly a cosy salon, eh? Step light. Don't want them local LBs nipping at your toes. You climb through a demolished wall. This way, says the one-eyed mog, guiding you down passageways that might have been blasted by dynamite or dissolved by acid, or both. We're under the pre-Lasparian archaeology, Dr. F's sole department before he got crack, says the cat, drawing a claw across its throat. Lost a few marbles and his face. And worst of all, his grant money. You climb through another demolished wall into the sub-cellar. Beakers bauble, lanterns burn, fumes sting your eyes. I'm back, says the one-eyed mog. Look what I dragged in. The one-eyed mog perches atop a table cluttered with wine bottles. A fidgeting writer and a pirate poet, across from each other, have been pouring liberal glasses. If you ain't guessed, says the cat, you've all got the pox. Bad luck for artist types, especially authors who need their language. Let's get snug. We're in this together now. So, let's speak with the pirate poet. Don't worry, I won't cut your throat. We're not at sea. I'm off duty. An unfinished clay woman. She crosses her arms, her biceps are boulders. You can read in her face the duels she's fought, the ships plundered, because her deeds are chiseled across her body. Every inch is tattooed with a verse. My poems broke me free, she says, from servitude, from tyranny. I write my own life story now, or did, until the pox got me. Just listen to these awful rhymes. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to cure myself. Then, this cat wandered into the old cove's cove. Dr. F better know what to do. We'll have to answer to my crew. Look at all of these things that we don't have. I don't know what these are, but I guess we may find out, or they may be related to something I've never done. Who knows? Speak with a fidgeting writer. Perhaps you've read my work. What am I saying? Nobody's read my work. Whether you've read his work or not, you recognise his type. Wherever there's a honey den or coffee shop in London, there's always a fidgeting writer picking threads from his frayed coat. Just like this fellow's doing. After you've met one, you've met them all. I simply cannot write like this, he moans. This world, this rhymes, curd rhyming world, yawns like the blackest black abyss, devouring my talent like beasts feasting in cursed dreams. You hope it's the pox for his fiction's sake. Good lord. And finally, we can speak to the one-eyed monk. I get around this city, you might have noticed. I've had my eye on you since that soiree. See, I'm always on the prowl. And this right here, this business with the pox, this here is an opportunity. I pointed Dr. F in your direction. He needs committed parties for this job. What job? You'll learn soon enough. I ain't got the pox myself, but there's more at stake than the pox. My gang's keen. Might have you heard of us? We're the terror of the southeast. From Odds Bridge to Marksman's Hill. Pleasure to properly make your acquaintance. So we can step upstairs to continue the conversation. Something is squealing overhead, and Dr. F is shouting, "Stop squealing!" "Ah, everybody's here," says Dr. F. "When you ascend the stairs." "Perfect, perfect, absolutely marvellous. Stop eating my bandages, damn you!" He is wrestling with a pig, which has its own ideas about what to eat. Between squeals, it has managed to unravel the doctor's arm. You've seen more intact skin on skeletons. Only once truffles are offered does the pig condescend to calm down. "Good girl," says Dr. F, mapping his limb again. "She has her moods, but doesn't everyone? Now gather round, we have plotting to do." Apart from the pig rummaging on the floor, more wine bottles are scattered everywhere. A stench hangs in the air. Manure, alcohol, undercut by another sharper, fresh lacquer. "May I introduce you," says Dr. F, extending a wine bottle, "to your ailment's cause," and he continues gesturing towards the pig, "your salvation." Ask about the wine. How in the world is this your ailment's cause? Odd things happen to wine when it ferments, especially wine from the Grey Fields winery. I've tested every vintage every year. Some are more susceptible. However, all have spores. Contagious spores. That's what infected you. Bad mushroom wine. "And you let us keep drinking? What were you thinking?" the pirate poet demands. "You're already infected," says the doctor with a shrug. "Why not drink more? Even death wouldn't stop the mycelium from spreading. Mushrooms flourish wonderfully when things begin to rot." Oh, this is a really bad disease, isn't it? So, let's ask about the pig. And how in the world is this your salvation? "Priscilla is my greatest creation," says Dr. F, kneeling to nuzzle his pig. "Bred from the finest truffle hunting stock. She's slathered in lacquer, injected daily. Her brothers and sisters, alas, didn't agree with the process or the surgeries." Priscilla winks. "Her olfactory powers are unparalleled. She can smell mushrooms 10 miles away. I've trained her to track this particular infectious strain. Once she finds it, she'll devour it. Her metamorphosis will be complete. She'll lead us straight to the source of the disease." So we can ask about the Greyfields winery. Why would such a reputable establishment produce contaminated wine? All their spores are infected, but they don't realise it. They come from the same source, deep underground. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. These eyes, he cries, probing them with his fingers. Nightmares, murmurs the fidgeting writer. Visions. No, says Dr. F. I've been there in the flesh, but I had to leave my flesh behind. Now, the Greyfields Winery won't let me on the premises. They claim I'm a public nuisance. That's why I need conspirators. To stop the pox, we must rip out its root. I'm planning an infiltration. Let's ask about this infiltration. What has Dr. F been planning, and what does he hope to achieve? Allow me, says the one-eyed Mog. A wine auction's about to end. Big event, perfect for undercover work. We'll slip in with the pig, cause some distractions, let her sniff out the infection. All these spores is sympathetic, which means that if we kill the source, we kill the pox. Nothing left to spread. Precisely, says Dr. F. I have an urchin on the inside too. He'll lend you assistance when he can. And there's one more person you should meet, my patroness. Without her, oh, where would I be right now? New Newsgate, says the one-eyed Mark. Oh, that's brilliant. So, we meet our party's last conspirator. My patroness, says Dr. F, is waiting through that door for you. Just you. You step into a room steaming with lacquer vats. Condensation trickles like diamonds. And real diamonds, white and bright and sharp as saber points, glitter in a woman's hair as she bends to study the vats. Imagine drinking this, she says. No wonder the other pigs died. Her eyes meet yours. They shame the diamonds in her hair. They shame the sun and moon and stars. She extends a hand, permitting you to kiss her ring. And then she laughs. The captivating princess, youngest daughter, born to her enduring majesty. A pity they weren't made into bacon, she says. Rainbows glint and scatter from her diamonds in the candlelight. The veteran Privy Councillor lurks in the shadows as her chaperone, like a bloated toad in a tailcoat. This experiment had better work, says the princess. I was promised results. Let's speak to her about her patronage. How much is she invested into Dr. F's experiments? As much as I've invested, of course. I'm not a clerk. I don't keep records. How much have I invested, would you say? Oh, says the veteran Privy Councillor, calculating with his fingers. The number he finally names could fund a department. When Dr. F went spelunking before, he disturbed things. Other people were too frightened to support his research after that. But Her Royal Highness is never frightened. She steps in when the university stepped out. She isn't listening. She has just dropped a diamond into the locker and is watching it sink. So let's ask her about the pox. She must have something personal at stake if she seeks to treat it. Oh, treatment. Yes. I suppose that might be one result. One rather boring result. She steps closer until you can smell her perfume, until her breath runs down your neck. As long as we're alive, she says, we should experience life. This pox is an opportunity. Can't you feel it? There's something calling, something like a memory, something even stronger than the honey that we shared. The others feel it too, but they've mistaken it for sickness. I want to see its source. I want to remember something. And I guess we can talk about the Greyfields Winery. Will she play any role in the upcoming infiltration? Who do you think purchased your invitation? Asks the veteran Privy Councillor, puffing his chest out. This is a highly exclusive auction for some very rare airag recently found in a widow's cellar. Her Royal Highness will join you. Dr. F guaranteed that his pig could lead her to the pox's source below the winery. The team he's assembled will ensure it happens. You will ensure it, won't you? She asks, with a smile that could slice sirloin. Won't you? Oh no. So, I guess we accept our invitation and depart. No need for sewers, says Dr. F. It's so dramatic. Just take the front door. Back in bed at your lodgings, you remember Dr. F's last words. Please, please don't upset her. He had taken the front door with you in order to let his pig graze on fresh mushrooms in the early morning quadrangle. You toss and turn. Sleep doesn't come. You reread the invitation. A fourth city fete to celebrate, commemorate, and auction the rarest amongst rare Arags. The year of the boar. The other conspirators receive theirs too. Together you'll assemble at the Greyfields Winery, and you won't leave until you've sniffed out rotten fungus. So, that seems like a good place to end the first episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please let me know what you think. Any comments are greatly appreciated. Any feedback is greatly appreciated again. So, as always, I'll see you next time.